I started to work in phases a little bit. For 3 weeks, I'd be cool, fine, functional even. But even at my most functional, I wasn't someone you pay a lot of attention to. You wouldn't be in the school hallways and go, there's Craig Gilner. I wonder what he's up to. Then I'd get bad. I'd wake up from the couch and I'd want to die. I'd feel wasted and burnt, having wasted my time, my body, my energy, my words, and my soul. I just lie there for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Now 5 more minutes. No. Now 5 more minutes. I look at myself in the bathroom light. I'm okay. I'm okay because I have a plan and a solution. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna do it tonight. Oh, this is such a farce. This whole thing. I try to get better, but I can't get better. I try to be stable, but I can't be stable. I try to turn a corner, but there aren't any corners. I'm just wasting resources. And it's gonna be tough on my parents. And so tough on my little sister too. She's so beautiful and smart. Definitely not a dud like me. Plus, my parents will think they're a failure. They'll just blame themselves. Mental health has garnered a stigma over the years as something to be feared by those who don't have it. According to Science Daily, there's this alarming spike of children and young adults with mental health issues. And along with this has come an increase in ER visits due to these mental health issues. In the US alone, 1 in 5 people have a mental health disorder. That's 51.1 million people. Of those, only 27% get the treatment that they need. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vinci, shows the effects and the stigmas around mental health and the treatments that can help those who have it. It's so hard when you want to try to kill yourself. That's above and beyond everything. And it's not a mental complaint, it's a physical complaint. Like, it's physically hard to open your mouth and make the words come out. They don't come out smooth and in junction with your brain like the way normal people's do. They come out in chunks as if it's a crushed ice dispenser. You stumble on them and they garner behind your lower lip. So you just keep quiet. I look normal. I look like I've always looked. Like I did before the fall of last year. Dark hair, dark eyes, and a snaggletooth. Big eyebrows that meet in the middle, a long nose, sort of twisted. Pupils that are normally large, no, it's not the pot, which blend into the dark brown that are 2 big saucers. Wisps of hair on my upper lip. This is Craig, and I always look like I'm about to cry. Her office has a bookshelf, like all shrinks' offices. I used to not call them shrinks, but now that I've been through so much, I feel entitled. It's an adult term, and it's disrespectful, and I'm 2/3 adult, and I'm pretty disrespectful. So what the hell? Like all shrinks' offices anyways. It has a bookshelf full of required readings. First of all, there's the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, which lists every kind of physical disorder known to man. That's a fun read. Very thick book. I don't have a whole lot of what's in there. I just have one big thing, but I know all from it through skimming. There's great stuff in there. There's a disease called Odin's curse, in which your body has the ability to stop breathing involuntarily. Can you imagine? You have to think, breathe, breathe all the time, or you stop breathing. Most people who get it die. If the shrink's classy, she'll, mostly she'll, occasionally a heel, have a bunch of DSMs because they come in different volumes. 3rd, 4th, 5th. They're the most common. I don't think you can find a DSM-2 It came out in 1963 or something like that. It takes like 10 years to put one out, and they're working on 6. Jeez, I could be a shrink. Now, in addition to the DSMs, there are an assortment of specific books on psychiatric disorders. Things like the Freedom for Depression Workbook, Anxiety and Panic Attacks, their cures and causes, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, always hardcover. There's no paperback covers in a shrink's office. Usually there's at least one book on childhood sexual assault, like The Wounded Heart. And one shrink I went to caught me looking at that and said, "That book is about sexual abuse." And I was like, uh-huh. And she was like, "It's for people who were abused." And I nodded. "Were you?" I never saw her again. What kind of question was that? Of course it wasn't abused. If I were, things would be so simple. I'd have a reason to be in a shrink's office. I'd have a justification for something that I could work on. The world wasn't going to give me something that tidy. I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine. I'm here. I want to not be here anymore. This is her prompt question. The shrinks always have one prompt question. I've had ones that said, "What's up? How are you?" And even, "What's going on in the world of Craig?" They never change. It's like their jingle. Did you sleep? I slept okay. I don't know how they do this, the psych poker face. I was having a dream. I don't know what it was, but when I woke up, I had this awful realization that I was awake. I don't want to be awake. I was having so much better being asleep. And that's really sad. It was almost like a reverse nightmare. Like when you're waking up from a nightmare, you're still relieved. But when I woke up, I was in a nightmare. Life. Cosmic moment, I guess. Oh, life is really a nightmare. We need to spend like 10 seconds contemplating that. There were more things I wanted to tell her. Things I held back. I waste at least an hour a day laying down in bed. Then I waste time pacing. I waste time thinking. I waste time being quiet and not saying anything I'm afraid of because I'm a shudder. When I'm depressed, it doesn't come out right. I trail off mid-sentence. This was another trick of shrinks. They never let you stop mid-thought. If you open your mouth, they want you to tell them exactly what your intentions were. The party line is that something of the most profound truths about us are things that we stop in the middle of a sentence. I think they just want to make us feel important. One thing's for sure, no one in my life has said, "Wait, Craig, what were you going to say?" "Hey, soldier, what's the matter?" "I can't sleep, sir, and I can't eat." "What about I pump you full of lead, soldier? Would that give you motivated?" "I can't, sir. I'd probably still be unable to sleep or eat, just a little bit heavier from the lead." "Get up there and fight, soldier. The enemy is right there." "The enemy's too strong. I can't fight them. They're too smart." "You're smart too, soldier." "Not smart enough." "So you're just gonna give up?" "That's the plan." "I'm just gonna keep going," I tell Dr. Minerva. "That's all I can do. I'll keep at it and hope it gets better." My family shouldn't have to put up with me. They're good people, solid, happy even. The absolute worst part about being depressed is the food. A person's relationship with food is one of the most important relationships. I don't think your relationship with your parents is that important. Most people don't even know their parents. I don't think your relationship with your friends is that important, but your relationship with air, that's key. You can't break up with air. You're kind of stuck together. Only slightly less crucial is water and then food. You can't drop food for someone. My parents always are looking into new ways to fix me. They've tried acupuncture, yoga, cognitive therapy, relaxation tapes, various kinds of forced exercise, self help books, typo, and feng shui in my room. They've spent a lot of money of me. I'm pretty ashamed. So, why am I depressed? That's the $1 million question. That Tootsie Roll question, not even the owl can answer that one. And I don't know either. All I know is chronologically. Depression starts slowly.